This week's video is about the Abilities Expo, which is held throughout the United States and Canada. It is a superb exposition designed specifically for people of all ages with all kinds of ability challenges. The expo introduces all kinds of products and services to people with disabilities, their families, caregivers, seniors, and healthcare professionals. The products include leading-edge technology such as augmented reality and robotics, activities like wheelchair dancing, rock climbing, wheelchair tennis, and petting miniature therapy horses and service animals. Free workshops include topics like getting around the city using public transportation and tips for traveling around the world with a disability. Lou Schomer and David Kors are the current owners of the Abilities Expo. Lou Schomer is the chairman and David Kors is the president. The Abilities Expo has actually been in existence for 40 years, but it wasn't until David and Lou took it over that it flourished. They have owned the Expo for 10 years and have expanded it so that it's now in 8 cities annually. Here's the 2019 schedule. Los Angeles, California, February 22nd to February 24th. Toronto, Ontario, Canada, April 5th through April 7th. New York City Metro, May 3rd through May 5th. Chicago, Illinois, June 21st through June 23rd. Houston, Texas, August 2nd through August 4th. Boston, Mass, September 13th through September 15th. San Mateo, California, October 25th through October 27th. And Dallas, Texas, December 13th through December 15th. The New York and Los Angeles expos are the largest and have almost 3 times the number of exhibitors as the other cities. Dallas, Texas has been added as the 8th city this year. I spent some time talking to Lou Schomer about the expo, and he had some cool stories to tell about the people he's met and worked with since they bought the expo 10 years ago.
So I said, this is a show that we can take, and we can take it from venue to venue to expand the community and then give all of these products and services to people who have disabilities.
Okay.
So it took us, it was a very early marriage. We met in April with the show, and we bought the show in August. So in 3.5 months, we did our due diligence. The company that sold it to us was happy. We were happy. We have 9 people who are associated with the show in sales, marketing, web design, operations, and then of course finance. And our company is all virtual. Everybody works from home.
Okay, so are they all over the country?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the lady who's now doing our events and workshops lives in Canada.
Oh, really?
And we had a young boy who might have been 5 or 6 years old, nonverbal.
Really?
And he came by the horses, and he turns to his mother and he says, "Mama, horses, horses." Never spoke before.
Really?
No.
Wow.
We've had wow moments in so many of our shows.
Wheelchair dancing is one of the most exhilarating activities that takes place at the expo. The dancers include Vince Stefano. Vince is based in Chicago. Not only is he a dancer, he's also an athlete and a musician. Margarita Elizondo is based in San Diego, but comes to the expos all over the country. She is a motivational speaker and a model. Margarita has a website called margaritaelizondo.com. Margarita will be featured in an interview here at Harvard Disabled next year. The Rolettes are a wheelchair dance troupe based in Los Angeles. And finally, Auntie Angel is a wheelchair dancer who inspires people at the expo all over the country. Lou Schomer spoke at length about Auntie Angel.
Audie is what I would call the Pied Piper or Peter Pan of dance.
Really?
Audie started as a young dancer, actress. She would dance with on tour with LL Cool, some of the other hip hoppers, and then she got into an auto accident 26 years ago, broke her spinal cord, and she's been in a chair ever since. But Audie, when she does her routines, she shows people how they can dance, and she's always changing her dancing routines. And then she brings the audience in to dance with her, and she teaches them basic steps or basic movements with their hands, with their shoulders, with their head, so that they are dancing. And what's exciting about that part of the show is that we'll have about 100, 150 people, parents and kids, and she'll bring in kids who look like they're 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old, and she'll bring in adults up to 80, 90 years old. We have a lady who comes and sees us in Chicago. She's 81 years old, and she's got two sons. Both are in wheelchairs. One's 60-something, and the other's, I think, late 50s. And she comes in, and at every dance, she comes in and she dances with the kid, with her kids, her sons, who are obviously not kids anymore. But it shows you the diversity of people who never expected that they'd be able to have so much fun. And that's exactly what it's for. Audie makes them have fun. There's this young girl, Kirsten, from Houston, Texas. And 4 years ago, when she was 12, her parents brought her to Abilities Expo for the first time. And her father had constructed what looks like a spaceship around her power chair. And I don't know if you remember the Doctor Who series, but in the Doctor Who series, there's a thing called a Dalek. And the Dalek is this spaceship that he made for...
It's like a telephone booth.
Yeah. But it's black, and it's got lights, and it's very cool. So Kirsten and her parents came 4 years ago, and I saw her and I said, boy, if she likes doing something like this, everybody must like doing this. So we talked to Kirsten, and she says, well, I can sort of get a few people together. And in the next show, she had about 5 people who came in costume. And I, being the thinker, boy, if it works here, it's going to work everywhere. We tried to do it in Boston, Los Angeles, and nobody came. Nobody came in costume. But this year, we had over 30 participants who came for the cosplay. And Kirsten, who's now 16 years old, runs it. I mean, she's just brilliant.
Lou got to know Kirsten and her parents over the past 4 years. And Kirsten's father told Lou that he had changed Kirsten's life. Really?
Obviously, I had tears rolling down my cheeks, but that's not unusual. And Kirsten now just is involved with this cosplay, and she gets people to come in And if you go on our website, actually, in Houston, you'll see all of the characters. We had 5 or 6 people from Star Wars. We had that big, gigantic guy who I sent you a picture of.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fantastic. He must have looked like he was 8 feet, and he was getting around. I mean, pretty good.
Really?
And we had who was Superman. We had somebody dressed up as a witch. It was wonderful.
We talked about the use of exoskeletons, which can be used in industry by the able-bodied and also for people with disabilities. Exoskeletons are augmented reality below the neck, body-worn apparatus.
Okay, so there are 3 manufacturers in the States that we know about. Rewalk, Exoskeleton, EKSO, and Parker Hannifin.
Okay.
And although the products are similar, they obviously each have their own benefit. But specifically for paraplegics, and what it allows them to do is they put a harness around their back, their lower back, and then they put various pods on their thighs, knee, and then down to their ankles. And all of these are very flexible and they're able to be moved. And once all of the equipment is on, which takes about 7 to 10 minutes, and the person is in a seated position, so they have to transfer out of their chair into basically a hard back chair. Once they've got everything, they have a computer on a wristwatch, so they can activate everything from their wristwatch. And then the activation says, I want to stand up.
If you are looking for an incredible and entertaining learning experience over one free weekend, and you are ability challenged or know someone who is, you should definitely come to the Abilities Expo. The people you meet there are the friendliest, nicest in the world, and beyond a doubt, you will have the best time. This is a can't-miss event. Here are some of the more sensational people and products at the Expo. To register for this free expo, go to abilities.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to register for this video where you want to attend. You can find out more about the expo on their site. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you at the expo. Don't forget to share my website with everyone you know. And if you haven't already, sign up for my newsletter at funfordisabled.com. Bye-bye.